Hello, my spooky scaries, and welcome back to the Final Pod. I'm your host, Ezra Rivers, and here we talk all things spooky all the time. And I've got some wickedly exciting news to share. I'm thrilled to announce a brand new miniseries coming your way, and I'm calling it The Final Slayer. It's a miniseries. As I'm knee deep in my Buffy rewatch, almost done with season 1 to be exact. Mind you, I've watched this show about 1,000,000 times, but I just can't help it. I couldn't resist the urge to keep the Buffy legacy alive and kicking. No pun intended. For me, Buffy the Vampire Slayer isn't just a show. It's a transformative experience. It was the first time I had a crush on a television character who was a girl, despite knowing from day one that I was gay. Buffy's world of slayers, vampires, and epic high school drama shaped so much of who I am today. I mean, who didn't wish vampires were real and that they were the chosen one? I mean, I know I did, and I still do. So here's the scoop. Here's how this is going to go. It's going to be a little different. You're still going to get your weekly episodes of all horror, all the time, all the fun stuff that I love to talk about, movies, TV shows, projects, whatever. As well as in those episodes, I am going to start including snippets of my book that I'm writing called The Farm. Yes, that is still going strong and we are still working on that. So yeah, every month we'll dive into 3 episodes per season. So the first episode will be a deep dive into the season opener, the first episode. The second will explore the midpoint, which is midway through the season. And then the final episode will tackle the season finale with my closing thoughts on the entire season as a whole. At the end, I will then give a full series review of seasons 1 through 7, and we'll chat it all up. We're going to journey through all 7 seasons one at a time, exploring what made Buffy such a groundbreaking and beloved show. And let's not forget the buzz around a potential Buffy reboot, which should be a legacy sequel if you ask me. The cast is still around, they're still active, and they still look great. I mean, how amazing would it be to see Sarah Michelle Gellar take up the stake one more time? I would truly love to see that magic return if it's done right, and then I'm here for it. I know there's the buzz and there's the blah blah blahs about Joss. Unfortunately, I do believe that he really brought Buffy into fruition. So while I don't want him to be directly part of the show, I would like him to still be included in some way. I mean, this is where it gets political and tricky, which I try to stay clear of. I don't do the politics. I don't do the talking about all that other stuff. All I know is that he created a great show. It's unfortunate that the environment wasn't so great for every single person, but the product was phenomenal. I mean, to know Buffy is to love Buffy, is to know Sunnydale, and I can go on and on and on, and I don't want to spend a whole 10 minutes. I just want to keep this to a short, about 5 minutes, just to give you a quick teaser about what's to come, what I'm going to be talking about. And yeah, so we're doing The Final Slayer, a little mini series. It's going to be intertwined with everything else that I've got going on with the show, so don't worry, nothing else is going to change. It's just going to be added to it. So we're getting to this part. Here's the deal. If you're as obsessed with Buffy as I am, and you can talk about the Scooby Gang forever, shoot me a message on Instagram at The Final Pod, because I'd love to have you on the show. I think Buffy is such a big universe. There's so many different opinions, and I think so many people get a variety of things from the show, whether it's lessons or they see themselves growing up in the show, or if you're someone like me who would watch the show every week on UPN. I mean, this was being queer and growing up, there wasn't a lot of representation, and we have Willow and her story and coming out and coming to terms and starting out the show as straight or bi-curious, whatever the case may be, and then falling in love with Tara, and we get that epic romance and that tragic ending, and yes, I could go on and on and on. But yes, I would love to have people join me. I want to make my own little Scooby Gang, so if you love Buffy, if you love the show, if you can talk about it, if you want to talk about it, if you want to rewatch it with me, I'd love to have you as a co-host for the entire series. I'm even looking for that if you want. I just want to share the love that I have for this show with people who are going to listen and who want to talk about it too. So, again, if you're interested, if you love the show, if you want to chat with me, if you want to get something going, hit me up. Message me on Instagram at The Final Pod. You can also email me at thefinalpod@gmail.com. and we'll talk through there. But that's where we're at for this little mini section that I am going into. And yeah, we'll chat about everything from how neither Angel nor Spike was the perfect fit for Buffy, if you ask me, to the queer undertones that gave the show its unique flavor, and of course, every iconic episode. So get your crucifixes and stakes ready, because we're about to slay through this hellishly fun, iconic TV show together. Slayers unite. Let's make this journey through the Buffyverse unforgettable. Until next time, stay spooky.